Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for more EU4. I'm your lovely host, Galvin. Alright. Nice fleet we have here. 31 galleys. In Alexandria. It's a good port for you. Someday, I hope we can actually build real buildings, not just forts. Alright, in the meantime, though, it's time for us to continue our work against the Afrikaans. And get to that whole subjugation thing we need to do. Yeah. And if you don't mind, we're just gonna annex you. There. No problemo. Those are autonomy. I like how it's... Those are Funj separatists. Are you sure about that? Okay, that looks better. I was kind of worried for a moment there. Alright. So next up is our war with Axum, the supposed regional power of the area. Chalcedonian Zealots, Venice and Treviso. We've been suppressing this region pretty good. What's the matter here? Just 9.5 separatism? Yeah, alright. Certainly not helping the war exhaustion, the overextension, but here, this will help. Yeah, we're not getting anything from the province anymore, but oh well. Better to have a province that gives us nothing than have a revolt on our hands. They're allied to Sabah, who I guess I'll have to deal with here. Alright, like I said, we're not actually here for particularly much. Our proverbial goal here are the 3 coastal provinces along here which produce slaves. We'll have to probably also just annex Kush outright at some point. But shouldn't be too hard. Again, too many diplomatic relations, which is why I don't really want to be allied to Frisia, but I'm going to have to if I want them to annex Gaul and just get rid of them once and for all. Oh no. Man, Alumni is actually really small now, aren't they? Damn. I didn't realize just how small they were. Carthaginian siege ability and mountains take their time, but whatever. I mean, I could just take ownership of this. Like, but do I want it? Is there anything of value here? It is in the Venetian node, which I do own. Own to a great degree. Alumni having actually most of the power that opposes me. Maybe wise then to just annex them outright. Force them to release Venice out of that province. That'd be amusing. Make them a vassal would be a bad idea. Yeah, I don't think we need to annex them because they aren't even in the Italian region, so I don't care much. They're in the Helvetia region. I mean, I guess I just make them release Venice. That cost me whatever. In that case, just concede defeat. I don't want to spend Diplo power on it. There you go. Alumni concedes defeat. Good. Alright. So, unless any other barbarians want to get uppity, the real reason I don't want to annex them is then I have to deal with Francia invading me, and they're an actual threat. The threat is relatively credible. So, let's not overdo it then, shall we? Let's go! March there, and march there. Really just gonna march out into the desert, huh? Hey, you know what? Whatever, sure. Go ahead. By the time you reach anything to siege, I'll have taken your capital. I guess we annex, don't we? Apparently not. We might. We'll see. In the meantime... Hi. I heard we needed reinforcements. So I figured I'd bring some. Alright. Good. And I see our vassals have finally arrived. We'll negotiate. I personally prefer negotiating as often as possible because dealing with rebels, well, it's easier these days. Alright, we can't move anywhere right now while that fort's up. Alright. So, I would wager that they aren't going to oppose me taking everything I want now, are they? That's 7% overextension. Before I do something stupid. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. 26. Yeah, I guess we're just not taking anything in Arabia. Not that I could, apparently. That's horrendously expensive. Alright. Yeah, that's all we really want today. Those 3 provinces. And now, if I take a look at the ledger, and go to strategic goods. On the matter of slaves, we now produce 113% of the world's slaves. There we are. I figured that would update momentarily. Otherwise it'd be a little ridiculous, wouldn't it? And now we produce apparently, what does it say, 83%? 80.5, yeah. Looks about right. Make these cores. Don't have enough admin power, actually. Shouldn't have spent it all upgrading my capital. Overextension's getting pretty high, though, so we're going to need to definitely rest and recuperate for a little bit. But that's okay. We now control most of the world's slave production. And won't take much more than a small invasion of Kush to take the last of it. I'm just wondering, you know, if we start taking around the rest of Arabia, how much can we really get? I mean, it's a good amount to take up to here, because I'm going to want power in the Gulf of Aden. Because anything in the Gulf of Aden, I can hopefully start transferring forward to Alexandria. The problem is I do desperately need more merchants. Tell me, how good are early trade ideas? Like, I get 1 merchant... It gives me only 1 merchant, which isn't great. This was just diplomatic costs, that's kind of nice. But not really helpful right now. And this is apparently going to get transferred to Zanzibar or something. I don't even know. Gazir is now part of the patrimony. Good. 8.9%. Good. Trade wars. Something has to be done. Alright. So, ditching overextension, not good enough. Man, our guys are dying a lot. Let's get a military candidate all up in here. I don't even know why I did that. Okay, yeah, 56-year-old. He might not make it. Gets Shamash out here. And... Suikin a core? I just want to double check. Whatever. That's not. I figured as much. Proceer. There we are. Good. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, those two are cores, so they'll get converted first. Good. We need to push out the Egyptian faith. We can destroy the Egyptian faith. There's not much of it left, thankfully. Man, Nestorianism is a really, like, similar color. It's kind of weird. Like, to Chalcedonian? Yeah, it's pretty much like the same. It's hard to tell apart. They have the same bonuses, too. Which is really awkward. Oh well. I mean, at least Arianism has its own stuff. It kind of has its own color. I mean, national tax and ideas, not bad. It's bad this early when you don't get that many ideas, but it can work okay later. Alright, so let's give these guys some autonomy so they are less revolty. And you guys I want on Crete, because otherwise dealing with a revolt there will be tricky. And the Byzantine separatists saw that coming. So we had garrison here. Alright. Good. So we need to get a garrison to Crete to deal with the probably sooner or later coming revolt there. I was hoping with all this being taken care of, wouldn't be a big issue anymore. Apparently not. That is not how that works. We have not rounded the Cape yet. We can't do that. Even if we were, I'm not sure we'd want to. Massawa is South Arabian? Oh yeah, right down there. Whatever. Keep converting the Egyptians. I want the Egyptian religion eradicated. Trading coffee happened to us. No surprise. Alright. I mean, Kush is the last one to hold any provinces in Alexandria I don't own. Which is, you know, doesn't really matter since they're not collecting. Oh, they are collecting, actually. I guess they have nothing better to spend it on. Or is their capital in... I don't know where their capital is. Yeah, their capital's in the Ethiopian node. I don't know. Who knows why they're collecting there? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So, 28, yeah, our thing expires November 29 here, and Frizzy and I will team up. And we can go beat up the Gauls. Just ever so slightly too... Just ever so slightly too late, I'm afraid. Almost prevented the revolt. Not quite. Not quite. Alright. So, we get to Crete now. Byzantine separatists have actually been pretty quiet about things. Kuzir, excellent. Yeah. Guess we'll just start on Massawa. Spreading the faith south. Massawa is actually heretical, so they're actually probably pretty nice. We tolerate them slightly better than we do the heathens. Agricultural revolution. Just bigger taxes. I like taxes. Alright. So, Kush. You hold Sara Nubia, the last slave-producing province that I do not own. I would like a total monopoly on slaves, thank you. Which will ensure my empire's power for all eternity. So that's how that works, right? Right? Well, whatever. Anything of any value down here? I mean, there's like one cotton province. which is actually a pretty decent deal, because, like, the only cotton you get out here... Okay, scratch, that's not really a big deal. There's just so much cotton in India, it doesn't matter. They say, like, you know, there isn't that much cotton yet without the New World. Oh, no, wait, India has loads of it. Loads of it. Alright, so the Axumite separatists in Massawa. We've kept them pretty contented. Alright. Rival of our rival. Samardians like us? Probably not. I'm going to go with not happening. Haleb. Excellent, start converting Suakin. So that leaves 4 Egyptian provinces left after Suakin's converted. And, you know, we just need to get rid of them. Be easy. And at some point we're going to have to take down the rest of Axum and ensure that we catch the last of those Jews, the last Jewish provinces. Might as well start destroying some religions. There's too many of them, I think. I don't see you having all that much luck converting the Chalcedonian provinces. Be a real shame if you got more of them, wouldn't it? Alright. So coming up on November here, and also a good time to end the episode before we start any more wars. So, Lombardy's collapsing, I can't help but notice. That's scary that the Gepids are annexing chunks of Lombardy. Like, I'm kind of concerned about the Gepids. They're getting up there as a big-ass threat. Luckily, they don't share a border with me, and aren't close to sharing a border with me. Otherwise, I'd be risking a Gepids invasion, and that concerns me. The Gepids are quite powerful. Relative Subi as well. Noted. So, yeah. Be careful about them. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for watching, I suppose. Stupid Gepids. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin. Signing off.